All right, guys, welcome back. Episode 4, Chancla Chronicles Podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Hernandez, along with my good buddy, friend, and soulmate. I know this is going to sound weird, but we are soulmates, Julio Ibarra. Tell the people what's up, Julio.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Chentes.
You're all nervous? You don't know where the fuck this is going right now?
Dude, I was just like, man, like, I'm not ready for that. Like,
You're like,
you just seem like that girlfriend.
We're co-hosts. Like we're not ready for that commitment yet.
Exactly, bro. Like, fuck, this is kind of awkward, bro. Like, you already signed a lease on a new apartment and you didn't tell me about it.
I'm all, let's move in right now.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck.
Oh man, episode 4, guys. Just remember to subscribe to us on YouTube, Chancla Chronicles Podcast. That's on there. Sign up for our Instagram and Twitter, Chancla C Podcast, and also follow our fan page on Facebook. Any one of those platforms. We got a bunch of different stuff we want to talk about today. We got some Trompas fucking has been doing some heavy shit. We got some people fucking, we got some vaccine for COVID fucking 19. We got fucking sex work still going down in fucking Mexico. There's a lot of shit going down. Plus, we're going to give you the Chancla of the week and our fucking Chente of the week. But first, Julio, how's your week been going?
Hey, man, it's been pretty chill. But before we make the same mistake we made last 2 weeks ago, bro, let's just make sure everyone knows that this is Chenta's favorite podcast.
Yes, I almost got into it too quick.
Yeah, exactly,
fuck, dude.
Bro.
Is that why my phone was buzzing right now?
Yes, exactly. That's why I heard mine going off, and I was like, shit, man. It's Chente
dude,
again, you know?
There's a lot of stuff they want us to say and get through, so fuck. Chente, I know you're our biggest sponsor. You sponsor us with our horses every week that we ride around this town. But yes, this is Chente's favorite podcast.
He's got me with a warning right now, bro. Like, I can't play any Chente on my phone. Like, even if I want to, I can't do it. Like, Spotify's got me blocked. I can't YouTube it. I even put a cassette in the other day, and it was just sounding all fucked up. You know? Like,
when you took out the tape, the bottom was all fucking, the tape was all strolled out.
Yeah, I was there for 2 hours, bro, with a pencil trying to straighten that shit out. Yeah, like, but I lost the practice, bro. So I was like, shit. Yeah, so I want to make sure I don't mess that up again. Bro.
Nah, that's why you're here. That's why you're here, Julio. You're fucking. You got the podcast is back to fucking make sure Chente gets a shout out. Taking shots for Chente. But other than that, dude, COVID-19, supposedly there's a cure. You hear about that?
Yeah, man. The Russians, right?
Fucking Russia came out today and said that they have the first vaccine for COVID-19. Now, they said they gave it to a group of people, a small group, like a small town, and they're trying to see what happens, and it's supposed to be available. Yeah, it's supposed to be available in 2021.
That's some shit, right?
The general public.
They don't. The people in the village don't even know what they just got.
They're so hungry. They're all, what is this? They're like, bread. They're like, why is your bread in a syringe?
Right? Oh, this is the new bread now.
Yeah, we don't put shit in our mouth anymore.
They're like, you won't be hungry for the rest of the week. Hopefully, you know, shit.
Yeah. You might want flesh or brains, but that's about it.
Exactly.
Nah, dude. Here's the thing: are you like, if this becomes readily available, are you fucking gonna be one of the first people in line to take that shit?
Man, I'm gonna let you know. I've never been one of these conspiracy theories type of guys, but there's been so much Jason Bourne type of bullshit, like just in the media. Yeah, it's got me thinking, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, what if you take that shit and then your dick falls off? Like,
you're just walking around dickless. Like,
yeah, bro.
You look like a human Ken doll. Like, what's up with that?
Exactly, bro. Like, you got to pick it up, put it in your pocket, and then you know, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I've been thinking about it, and it's just they're rushing it, man. Like, you know, no pun intended, but
rushing. Like, I know my friends Oleg and Vladimir are gonna fucking get mad, but I don't even trust them, motherfuckers.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Anybody that can me to do them a favor, I fucking keep an eye. Like, I have my eyes side to side. Like, fucking, like, what the fuck's going on? What am I really picking up here?
Exactly, bro. And they always make it seem like it's the sketchiest thing. You know what I mean? Like, I got a Russian friend too, and the other day he's all like, "Hey man, can you help me take this to Baldwin Park?" And I'm like, yeah, what is it? He's like, you don't need to know. And I'm like, yeah, I do. No, you don't. But they just like, he was trying to mind fuck me. Yeah, like, yeah, him with the buddy. And I'm
don't
like,
buddy me.
Yeah, exactly.
Carpets aren't normally this heavy.
Yeah, I don't trust anybody that can drink that much vodka and not black out, bro.
Yeah, that fucking has a normal conversation.
Tequila's a different story. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
tequila,
my grandma, my uncle, my aunts, everybody does it. You know?
Yeah. And dude, it just they fucking no emotion. They just like you tell them a joke, they look you in the face and they go, "Yeah, very funny." Like, no. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And you don't know if they're mad or if they really were, like, if they really did think that was funny. Yeah. What about you, man? Are you gonna take it? Or you?
Nah, dude, I can't, dude. So I don't know. Like, I've watched too many fucking movies. And I'm not even conspiracy theorist either. I make fun of those people, but dude, it's just the dots are all starting to connect where it's just man. It's just like one of those fucking movies. All of a sudden there's a vaccine, everyone takes it, it's worldwide, and then all of a sudden zombies start coming out of nowhere.
Exactly.
This is the beginning of a fucking zombie movie. I've seen this a million times. I gotta get a shotgun and a ninja sword if that's the case.
Exactly. No, I mean that's the thing, bro. It's just even if you're not into that stuff, it's looking a lot like it like that. You know, like we were talking about last time, the judge who her house got shot up and the dude dressed up like the FedEx guy. Like, come on, bro. That's like what's his name? Chuck Norris was supposed to be in the other room to back that guy up.
He fucking rolled up in a fucking Kia Sophia. It wasn't even a FedEx truck. It wasn't suspicious at all.
Exactly. Exactly, bro.
So it was fucking a Kia Sophia with a fucking drawn-on FedEx with a fucking Sharpie on the side. Fuck out of here.
But what happens though?
And all of a sudden, I'm supposed to take this shit and I'm supposed to take this vaccine and not fucking walk around like nothing happens. Fuck out of here.
Exactly, bro. Fuck that. Hey, but what if your wife takes it and then tells you have to take it?
Nah, dude. What I do is I do that fucking scene that the hero does in all the zombie movies where he fucking like acts like he takes it on the side and really like drops it.
Yeah.
Like fuck that. Let her be a zombie.
What movie was that, man? Where the dude's pretending
anything with fucking the one guy from the Transporter. Like where he's always wearing a fucking suit. Yeah, he's always driving a car. It doesn't matter what the hell the movie is about. He's always driving an Audi.
Exactly. It's always that, man. No, I was gonna say I can't remember the name of the movie, bro. But
there was The Rock. The needle goes in him, and the needle breaks because his fucking arm is so strong.
Exactly. or he just bleeds out off of any fucking penetration in his arm.
Yeah.
No. It's this movie, man, where he's got to pretend to, or he doesn't have to pretend. They want him to do heroin to like show that he's not an undercover cop or to show that he's down. I can't remember, but
doesn't he do it into a ball? Like there's a little racket ball, and he
the little racket ball.
I know which one. I don't know what movie that is, but I know what you're talking about.
So basically, I'm gonna walk around. I'm just gonna walk around with a racket ball, fucking ball in my pocket from now.
And then you're gonna have to kill a bunch of Eastern Europeans, not even Russians,
for no reason. Huh?
For whatever reason, they're chasing you. I remember everyone kept eating the ball. Remember they were fucking fighting, and then and he ate it, and he started getting high because he ate the ball.
Yeah, man. So was it a funny movie then?
I think it was The Transporter. I think.
Yeah, they all kind of blend together, bro.
Whatever. I mean, like whatever. Fucking white guy versus white guy. There's always a fucking Hector's in it. Fucking as like the informant. Fuck. Why is Hector always at the rat in those movies?
Hey man, I just shout out to Hector, bro. I just watched The Tax Collector last week.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker, he's getting old because I don't want to. I mean, no spoiler alert with this, but this dude's like he's one of the guys running the shops. You know what I mean? Like they go down there, and he's like the dude in charge of the shops. Like so that's how you know he's getting old. Like where he can't. He's not playing the dude on the street anymore. Now
he's not a soldier anymore.
Exactly. Now, he moved up a little bit, or he's trying to make better decisions and shit. So yeah, man. Did you get a chance to watch it yet?
No, I haven't watched it yet. I had an issue. I don't know, with my Amazon. Some bullshit happened. I don't know. Someone tried to.
I think you're gonna say with George Lopez or something.
Yeah, me and George Lopez got into a big old beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
What? I was
Dude,
gonna
you
say,
know
what,
George Lopez beefs with my dad?
with your
They got
dad?
a fight one time? Yeah.
I thought
Yo.
I thought you had beef with him. No, I didn't know that.
Nah,
What did
dude.
George
So
Lopez
like
do to
my
your dad?
parents, so like we're right by where we live in Salinas. There's Monterey, which is like the rich white area, and they
Okay.
have the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro Am, which is like a celebrity. It's like a golf tournament that's mixed
Oh,
between
okay.
pros and celebrities.
Okay.
And my dad used to work for AT&T. No, I'm sorry. My dad used to work for this printing company. And so what he would do when he would go to the printing company is he would show off. This is back in the day. You can't do this shit anymore. He would show his
Yeah.
badge from the company, go, oh, I'm here to fix a printer at so he just make up some building. And they go, oh, okay, yeah, go ahead. Go, no problem. And so my dad used to fucking always go to the whole Pro-Am and used to sneak us in. He sneak my mom in, him in. We'd all go in. And they used to party.
What would he say? He's like, "Oh, they're gonna help me fix the printer."
Yeah, I'm all like 12 years old. He's like, yeah, this is my apprentice. I'm all playing fucking Game Boy.
Right? They don't even give a shit about child labor laws. They're just like, that's how they do it.
It was just some Mexican that fucking finished continuation school. Like, yeah, it's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
No, so he used to go and they'd always end up. There was this like bar by the 18th hole that everyone would hang out in. I don't know how my stepdad would maneuver his way there, and they would party there. And so for a couple of years in a row, he used to fucking party with George Lopez. He'd always saying like they would take shots together and this and that, blah blah blah. And for whatever reason, 1 year, and this is when George Lopez had a show. And all of a sudden he goes, my stepdad thinking they're all buddy and like all fucking best friends, like to the end, he hits him up. They're in the bathroom and he goes, hey man, just letting you know, like my pretty cool if you put her on your show. And then he's like, oh yeah, cool. So I'll talk to my booking, the booker, and we'll see what we can do. And that's not what my dad wanted to hear.
No shit.
Yeah, and so my dad tried to flex. He's like, nah, man, I'm asking you, not the booker. Why don't you put her on? Like fucking that's how fucking show business works.
Yeah.
And he was just like he was fucking started pressing him about it. And then George fucking, I guess, got all fucking like, dude, what the fuck? Get the fuck out, get out of here. I'm trying to take a piss. And my stepdad got pissed and goes, you know what? I remember when you were fucking nobody. Like you were fucking like, and you're going to act like this now? He told him that. And then George gets his big, goes, fuck you. I was always somebody. And they got into this big old beef and almost got in a fight in the bathroom. And
that's fucking hilarious.
You know what the worst part about the whole thing is?
What?
They all did that shit, and I didn't hear anything about either of them washing their hands. They're all pissing, touching their dicks, and they're all in each other's faces. Nah.
Bro, that was pre-COVID. You could do that shit.
Yeah, so they beef for a minute, and then after they stop.
That's fucking crazy, bro. Like that's the thing too, man. You can't really. Well, I mean, on top of the approach your dad took, right? But either way, you can't really have a conversation like that while the other guy's dick is out, or your dick is out, because it's kind of like
the dude piss. Like it's funny. Like early on, before I used to think Lopez was a dick because of that. But then once you start when I started doing comedy and I started finding out how like shit gets booked and everything else like that, I'm like, my stepdad was a fucking dick.
That shit's funny, bro.
I looked at him like, I can't believe that shit, the way you acted. Oh,
that's
man.
Hilarious, man. That's fucking
fool,
funny.
You fucking act like a fool. You start taking credit for shit. That's how it goes. I don't know if you knew this too, but fucking Trumpas, he fucking came out and is bragging about he's gonna put an executive order to make sure that insurance companies are covering pre-existing conditions. You know what that means?
Nah.
Okay, so pre-existing conditions. So it's like a big thing with insurances. Like fucking like if you get insurance and let's say you fucking let's just say you had, I don't know, not a pneumonia, but just like you were sick from before with something. Or let's say you had cancer before you got that insurance. You got taken care of, whatever. But then that cancer comes back, that's a pre-existing condition. You had that before you got sick, before you signed up with them. So that's a pre-existing condition, so they don't cover it. They're like, fuck no, you're on your own. Do what you gotta do. No shit. So that's how it was before. And so what happened was Trump is saying he's going to put an executive order to make sure pre-existing conditions are covered throughout insurances. And he was all bragging like, this is going to be Republicans are going to take care of this, and it's going to be handled 100% by Republicans. Fucking, he's like, take my word on it. And that sounds good. That's like a great thing. Pre-existing conditions, that's fucking something that's important. You want covered. But the only problem is that was already fucking taken care of in 2010 with Obamacare.
Wait, wasn't that fucker trying to revoke Obamacare?
Yeah, he's trying to revoke it, and then he's trying to like.
So now he's trying to take credit.
He's trying to take credit for fucking shit. It's fucking Obamacare. Like, how the fuck, dude? That's wild. Like he's gonna fucking go to the next step and be like, guys, I'm putting executive order. We're gonna take care of slavery. No more slavery.
Right? or he's just gonna say that fucking you know what, guys? Fucking Mexico. no more coming in and out. Now there will be some kind of force. I don't know what we're gonna call them, but they're gonna be patrolling the border, right? Yeah. So hear me out, guys. Hear me out. These guys some there are
patrol
not gonna,
for the border. I don't know a name for it yet, but we'll
figure that out later. Okay, it's gonna be great. We're gonna figure that out later.
What I know right now is the border needs to be patrolled.
and these Mexicans aren't gonna be coming back and forth. You know, starting with George Lopez.
For not
putting your sister on the show. Fuck that guy. Hey, straight up, man, I'm on your stepdad's side. Fuck that.
Dude, that's hilarious.
Nah, man, that's you know what though? But if anybody could do it, it would be that guy. Like, he just does shit, and
George
you can't
Lopez?
tell him. No. Nah. Well, yeah, that guy too. Nah, man. Trump's like, he's that guy, man. He's that guy that you just can't fucking. He has it in his head that he did something or he's gonna do something, and there's no way to talk him out of it. You know, like, do you remember? I don't want to. We got to figure out how to blur out names, bro, because I've been.
Just say it. I can edit it. Just say it. I can edit it.
Okay. No, I'm saying, but like, cover it. Like, say something.
Yeah. I'll put a beep in front when you say his name. So just say whatever we got to, and I'll.
All right, cool. Do you remember? Ex-girlfriend, who used to do that, and we used to mess with her, like how she would always have to like top somebody. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Didn't you go like, I went on a hike yesterday. She goes, well, I climbed the mountain.
Yeah, exactly. And then you pretty much had to say that you ended up on the moon somehow. And then she was like, yeah, but you know, did you pop champagne on the moon? And like, no, I didn't do that. Well, fuck, I got you. Like,
would you get to the moon in 3 days? I got there in 2 hours and
exactly.
Came back and had said
like shit. You're like, shit, I was there right now. I got to go back. I actually left my iPhone 11 up there. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Like,
2005.
What's an iPhone?
2005, huh? Like, what's an iPhone? Like, exactly. You're like, oh, well, fuck. So, yeah, man. If anybody could do that, it's that guy, man. He's
dude. He just fucking in his head, just like, you just don't know the monologue that goes on in his head. It's just like,
yeah. Like, did you see that? Did you see that whole thing where they pretty much realized that whatever he's talking about in his speeches, it's like news that he's watching the day before?
No,
dude. There's this thing online. It's like a 5 or 10 minute reel where it's just he's giving a speech, right? Like a presidential speech about this or an announcement or whatever it is, and it's almost word for word, like, let's just say Fox News, the episode of the night before or the news from the night before, and it's just like the way this fool's saying it is just like, it's exactly almost word for word, and the points that they're making is what he's saying. I'm like, this fucker's like, it's like cheating on your homework, but you're the president. Like, you don't do that shit, you know?
He has his hand over his face, over his shoulder.
Yeah, bro. Or do you remember leaning back? Do you remember
every president after, fool, they're gonna fucking put little cubbies in between their speeches so you can't cheat.
Exactly.
They're gonna get the folders and put 2 of them.
Hey, did you ever cheat? Did you ever cheat on a test? And then you know how you got to change the answers, right? Because fucking so they don't look the same.
Yeah.
Did you ever do that and then get a better score than the person you were cheating off of?
Yeah, I did that, dude. I did that fucking the work on my driver's test, dude. So
Shit.
So when I was getting my
That's
license,
not a test you want to cheat on, fucker. That's
dude,
people's lives.
Yeah, motherfucker. I was 15. And so
okay.
Dude, I was 15 and I was 15 and my dad had to suspend the license, so he really wanted me to get my license.
No way.
And so he had we went to he like helped me out and got me, like, he used to have me drive. And it's funny because like my dad had like weird fucking ideas on how you'd get caught. So my dad used to let me drive before like all that shit. And then he would let me take the car out by myself, but he was just like,
before all that shit. You mean before the cops started enforcing the laws of not letting 14, 15-year-old kids driving around?
Hey, Trump saw, I'm going to enforce a law where 15-year-old kids cannot drive without licenses.
Right?
No, my dad's logic was the shit. You just be back before sundown. Like, that was my rule. I had to be back before, because he goes, that's when bad stuff happens and cops pull you over.
Shit. Damn. So you used to be able to take the car and just fucking drive around.
Yeah. I used to be able to go to my friend's house, all that shit. And then so what happened was my dad was helping me get my license. And then so my permit test, that's the fucking one you have to take. Dude, I fucking failed it. So like, I think you had to get I think you can only get 7 wrong. I
forget, like that.
But like you had to get 7 wrong. But they had 4 tests. There was test A, test B, test C, test D. My first test I got was test B. And then I failed that shit. And then I failed 2 more times. And what happens if you fail 3 times, you pay it. They'll let you take it up to 3 times.
Yeah.
Fail it 3 times, you have to pay again. And you have to wait, I think, like a month before you can take it all over again.
Yeah.
So fucking my dad used to get pissed. He's like, what the it's fucking driving. How do you not know? And like, you've been driving. It's simple. I'm like, I don't know because the words are weird. So I just I was just bad at that. And so they give you the test, or
some of the shit you're just kind of like, all right,
you don't know.
It seems like some either just don't know altogether, or some are like common sense, but it's not like our common sense. Like, I'll give you the one that I failed on or the one question I got wrong on my renewal. It said, can you smoke in a car if you have someone who's under 18 in the car? And I was like, well, yeah, it's my car. Like, fuck them, you know? Like, so,
you write back, you go, weed or cigarettes?
Yeah, right. And I'm just like, yeah, exactly. Like, you're like, you raise your hand and you're like, I have a question about your question here.
Excuse me.
Right.
No, the only thing I remember is there was always this question about a cross-hatchet path. And I go, what the fuck's a cross-hatchet path? And I remember my dad was yelling at me, and I asked him, I go, well, what's a cross-hatchet path? And my dad's like, that's not important. Because he didn't know either.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's why I didn't answer what the fuck that was right now.
Yeah, so dude, I still don't, to this day, don't know what a cross-hatchet path is, but I remember I failed it.
If you guys know, please help us out. Write in the comments, fucking write us.
Send us an email, chanclapod@gmail.com. What the fuck a cross-hatchet path is. No, dude. So finally, they give you your test back. Your test back, and you study from it, and you're just studying the answers. You're not studying the fucking test.
Yeah.
So finally, I studied those fucking answers so much.
So you had 3 already, right?
I had 3. I had
B,
C, and D.
3 out of the 4. 3 out of the
4. B, C, and D.
Okay.
Then my fucking 4th test, they give me B again, and that's my first test. I know that shit like the back of my hand. So I take the test. And bro, and I go, all right, I can't answer these all correctly. So I missed 2 of them on purpose.
Yeah, of course.
So they won't fucking question me. But motherfucker, I end up getting those 2 right. I actually got them wrong, but I got them right on the fucking test. So I got a fucking perfect score. And then they question you right after. They just look at one and they ask you one. And luckily I knew it, and that's how I got my shit.
That's funny as fuck, bro. Like, no, and then right now that you said that, reminds me, because I was like, I'm over here judging you like, damn, bro, you were driving around fucking at 15. Well, not you. I was judging your stepdad, to be honest.
Yeah. No, it was my real dad. No, it was real dad.
Oh, that was your deal. That was your real dad. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay.
Yo, my real dad, dude, my dad was fucking crazy. So my dad had nothing but stick shift cars, manuals.
Oh, shit.
And he would do, and the way he teach me how to drive, one time ever. We went into a parking lot and we had to drive around in circles and show me how to like give it gas and let the clutch go.
Yeah.
One time he did that. Then after that, he's like, you should know. And so what he used to do is anytime we went somewhere, he used to have me drive. And so what happened was I used to go with my dad's for the weekend. Dude, this dude would pick me up from school, get out of the car, go in the passenger seat. And I used to have to drive to my grandma's house, which was like 45 to an hour minutes. Like we had to take freeways. We had to take freeways, dude. And dude, no, trip out on this. So fucking.
No, I'm thinking you're driving like fucking 10 minutes. 10 minutes top.
No, we used to drive from Salinas to Watsonville, which is 2 complete towns over. And you got to go on the 101 to fucking go there. And trip out on this. So this is a stick shift. I'm stalling in the middle of fucking going there, and I'm just getting yelled at. My dad just keeps saying, give it gas. That's all I remember him yelling at me, saying, give it gas. Yeah. And I'm all scared because when you pop the clutch, you start getting nervous and everyone starts honking behind you. Get anxiety. Yeah. Like now it's called anxiety. Back then it was just you're getting freaked out. Fucking. So, dude, from going from Salinas to Watsonville, you have to go on the 101. And then off the 101, you have to turn left on the 101. There's a turning lane.
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear to God, you have to turn left on the 101 to go through Prunedale, which is like the midtown between the 2 towns, and then you're good from there.
That's some bullshit.
Yo, my dad used to fucking make me take that turn, dude. Oh my God.
So what are you doing? Like you're doing like what, 60 on the fucking freeway, and then you gotta make a left turn?
No. You just make a left turn and fucking pray. Dude, put it this way. No joke. That area where the turn was called Bloody Alley.
Oh shit.
It's called Bloody Alley. So,
come on.
So what happened? So when you're on the freeway, it's a 2-lane on the 101, and then once you go there, it turns into a left-handed turn. It turns into a 3rd lane, and you go there.
Okay.
And as the cars are coming, you're waiting, and then you just go across the freeway, and just go across the freeway to go into the other street. Dude,
so you can't fucking stall on that bullshit. Right
people are drunk. People are drunk, people are whatever, and cars always get in accidents there.
People are 15 driving around.
People are 15. Dude, I saw a puppy get hit on that fucking road, dude. I swear to God. Yo.
No mames.
Dude, one time we're going through a basketball game and my mom drove and fucking we're on the back seat and we're like, oh shit, look, there's a dog on the 101. This little puppy's all fucking happy running. Dodged the first car, second car got him, dude. But no, dude, and my dad was just telling me, give it gas. And dude, I used to freak out on my head. Like I used to have nightmares that I would pop the clutch and I'd roll into the middle of the freeway and cars would hit me. That's what I was always freaked out about.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But I never fucking did it. I never hit it. You just fucking powered through it. It was fucking crazy. It worked.
That's some shit, man.
And dude, here's the thing is they don't even have that anymore. If you go to that same turn, they built an over ramp that goes over the freeway. So you take an exit and it goes over the freeway now to that street before.
Well, yeah, as fucking you should, you know what I mean? Like that shouldn't be able to make left turns on the freeway, bro. You shouldn't. Again, dude, I'm not an engineer, but that
Watsonville Salinas, dude, there's like 3 different ways you can make a left on the freeway.
They really didn't give a fuck about you guys over there, huh? They're like, the GPS would just tell you, make a left on bloody fucking, what's it called?
Bloody Alley.
Bloody Alley. You're like, oh shit.
Dude, the GPS is like, fuck it, go.
Yeah. That's just hyping you up, huh?
Yeah.
In 300 feet, don't pussy out and just give it gas. Your dad's voice is in there. Give it gas.
It turns from the chick to my dad. Give it gas, pendejo.
Fuck, bro. No, right now that you said that, man, like I said, I was judging your dad for letting you drive, but it was a different time back then, bro. Like I remember my mom had a hard time passing the written test as well. Yeah. And I remember, like, I was small, dude. I can't remember how old I was, but I was small. But I remember her, like, or you're just hearing shit, right? And then she would tell us how there was people outside you could pay them to take the test for you. So I'm like, yeah, man. Like people would take the test. I don't know about the driving one, but the written one for sure. There was just people out there, and and you could do that, man. So it's just, you know, it's a different time. Like, you can't do that shit. Fucking 9/11 fucked it up. Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Yeah, they fucked it up for everybody.
Exactly, bro.
Oh shit. Yeah, dude. So like my dad used to do that, and that was with me with my permit. That wasn't me when I got my license. So like when I got my license, when I went to take my driver's test, dude, I was like the equivalent of like a 40-year-old man. I was all fucking a veteran driving. Dude, I took my test in a car that had stick.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you did that in a stick shift, they knew you were ballsy at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're just kind of like, all right.
They gave me like 90 points just for having a stick shift.
Exactly, right? Damn, bro. That's crazy.
You gotta have balls. Real quick though, I want to throw my Chente of the week before I forget.
Go for it, man.
I don't know if you saw this, but online there's a video. It's a viral video going around. There's a couple on a yacht or a boat. I don't know. I would say yacht just because it looks big enough.
Yeah.
And the guy's on a knee proposing to his girl on a sunset. It looks all beautiful and shit. And then fucking the idea was his boy was going to throw the ring at him and he was going to propose to her and I guess make it all special, whatever.
Yeah.
But in the video, the guy fucking chucks the ring at him and it goes into the ocean. And his other friend jumps in the ocean like that's gonna save it. What the fuck? Like, bro. So my Chente of the week goes to the guy throwing the ring because he knew probably she was a Toxica or fucking or she was bad news. He's like, I ain't letting my friend get fucking hitched up. Motherfucker.
Right. Hey, you know what? I just picture that dude fucking taking mass shots and just like shotgunning a few beers just to get brave. Just to get like the courage to be like, you know what? I'm gonna throw this shit in the ocean. Fuck that bitch.
Hey, he fucking put water on his face in the bathroom and he kept talking to himself.
Yeah.
He was like fucking Dirk Diggler and fucking in that porno movie Boogie Nights.
I didn't see that one, man.
You're a bright shiny star. You're a bright shiny star.
That's how he came out. Yeah, no, that guy definitely gets the Chente of the week, man.
Yo, that's fuck. Because who knows?
Hey, do you have any friends right now that you could name that would be down to do that for you?
That would fucking be down to fucking get me.
Throw the ring out. Yeah, just
honestly, I will say no, because a lot of times, like when me and my chick, when I never like would bring her around. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would never like bring her around. Like if I hung out with my friends, I hung out with my friends.
Yeah.
And so they really wouldn't see the difference. If I was in a bad mood because of her, maybe, but like you really wouldn't see that. So I couldn't.
Gotcha.
The reason that's seeing them as a couple fighting or just like seeing them fucking in a bad mood and everything like that. So that's how that's him taking it upon himself saying like, you know what, I'm going to get my boy out of this shit. I have friends that if they saw that would take care of that. But I'm saying like in my situation, like I really, because they've never seen my girl.
Yeah. No, and the reason I'm asking is because that scene right there just, I put one of my homies in that scenario and he's proposing.
Yeah.
And he's got the Toxica, which is wife now, you know, because nobody fucking told him. No.
So they handed him the ring instead of throwing it.
Exactly, you know? And I know I didn't say shit, man. And I kind of feel bad about it, but I know that
he's the one that has to suffer. You just look.
Yeah, he's the one that has to suffer.
Like,
but
man,
you know what? Though?
I could have hooked you up.
I'll tell you like this, man. Like he. So it was my buddy, and he always used to invite me to hang out with his group of friends. Right? I didn't really know them, but he would invite me. Right? And then this one time he goes, "Hey, fucking, we're gonna be drinking at so and so's house." I'm like, "All right, cool." So I head over there. This dude doesn't show up. And I was already there. So, and I had seen these guys maybe once or twice prior to this, right? And I was always with my buddy there. So we're all like, okay, you know, like this is kind of weird. This is kind of awkward. And, but you know, you start drinking a couple beers and fucking start talking about this and that and everything was cool.
No, then the cheese man comes out. You guys start talking.
Yeah, and I was gonna say that
you're like fucking Robert. I remember when Robert was down, like nah.
Yeah, and that was the this and that. It was like, yeah, I remember when so and so was fucking.
I remember when Robert used to smack a bitch and fucking go and take a shot right after.
Exactly. And he's like, and now this fucker's not even gonna show up because I bet you he's with her and this and that. So I'm like, whoa, okay. So I guess everybody feels this way. So all his buddies start telling me all these crazy stories, right?
Oh,
and I'm like,
well.
oh shit, right? And then I hadn't been around them as a couple long enough to have to where I experienced these stories, right? Or any of these things. So finally, I end up hanging out with them as a couple, and dude, it's exactly the way these guys are. It's not like where they put the idea in my head. Like I'm seeing exactly what they're talking about.
And then his ex came in. She goes, "Nah, I seen them fucking fist fight, and I fought with them, and we beat up a gang, and then we beat up each other."
Exactly, bro. Exactly. No, so that was the whole thing, man. It was that they were, and you know what? If I remember correctly, during a drunken night, this dude asked me if he should break up with her. Like he asked me and a bunch of his friends, and all of us were like, well, you kind of know what you got to do. And then he's like, and dude, I guess this fucker took it. I guess this fucker took it as, I got to propose. Like, no. Like that's not what we meant.
Man, I
bro.
think she's the one, dude.
Yeah, because it's like, if I'm asking you think I should break up with my girl? Like that's already kind of like, that's like you saying that you think you might have to break up with your girl, right?
Yeah.
So we all out there by saying like, yeah, I think we know you know what you got to do.
Yeah, you know what you got to do, dude. Now thinking about it, I have two friends, and they wouldn't do it. Reason being is one of them's an asshole, and he'd probably encourage me to do it.
He's that guy. He's that guy. Okay.
And then the other one,
he's the guy. He's the guy that goes tells the girl, like, yeah, man, Ryan, that's all he does is talk about you when we're fucking hanging out. Like, this fucker, we can't even have fun because this fucker's over here talking about you.
He's just talking shit about you the whole time, and he'll like say one thing to make sure that she knows it's true.
Exactly.
He'll bring up one secret.
Yeah.
And then my other friend's cool as fuck, but he just would be quiet about the whole thing. He's like real, like same thing, like, yeah, man, just do what you got to do. Like he wouldn't.
Yeah. Just come on, bro. I think about it. Somebody asks you that, and you see the person there together.
You know what, though? I think that's us as a culture, Mexicans. Like we're like that. Like we don't like causing trouble.
Yeah.
We don't like causing trouble. We just go, yeah, man, whatever.
Yeah.
Like
I think you're right. I think white people are more down and be like, yeah, fuck that bitch and her family, And
Gwyneth is so toxic for you, Henry.
Yeah. Like that would be like the mom.
We'll deal with just a shitty relationship.
That would be the mom at the wedding saying that shit, right? Like Brian, I swear if you marry her, and she's like, right there.
I'm cutting you out of the will.
Oh yeah, right. They always got to threaten that. They always got to threaten you with that.
Like us, we'll just fucking drag it out, and it's just like all you gotta do is like, if you guys hate each other, you're just trying to be the better one. So when they fucking talk shit, they can't talk bad about you.
Exactly. Pretty much. Exactly, man. No, and I'm telling you, like that whole thing went down. I remember she had a little episode one time when we were gonna hang out. We all hung out.
Yeah.
And I was the one who was kind of like, hey man, you gotta chill out, like kind of did that to her. And my buddy didn't even say anything because I didn't say anything like disrespectful or anything like that. But long story short, I'm the bad guy, and I'm the one who's no longer allowed to hang out with
things.
Yeah, dude.
Well, Julio, you did call her a dumb bitch. You fucking spit on her feet, on her favorite shoes.
I put sugar in the gas tank. I don't know if that's fucking
just
in the cartoons or it really fucks up the car, but I did.
Mexicans, we may be fucking past it, but once we get a couple pops in us, dude, it's a complete different story.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Yeah, man. So that's the deal with that. So he gets your Chente of the week?
He gets my Chente of the week. It was close.
Who's your Chancla?
My Chancla of the week. Originally, I'll tell you this. Originally, my I super changed last minute. My Chancla of the week originally was going to be Ben Shapiro because he was talking about that fucking song, Wet Ass Pussy, and he was like singing. He was singing the lyrics in his nerdy little voice, which was funny. But I scrapped that shit. I found a funnier
You know
Chancla.
what that, real quick though on that, man, that audio just reminded, I just heard it. I didn't get to see the video, but it just reminded me of like when the principal would read the bad shit you would write like on a note or something, and he's just reading it to your parents, or he's like, so we found this note in his backpack and it said, and then you're saying all this wild shit, he's just reading it in that voice.
It says, eat my ass in a different type of way. Then everyone starts laughing. He's like, what? What's so funny? Like,
Exactly, man. Real quick, man. I gotta tell this story, man. Real quick. We we're in a chemistry class or some shit, man. We're in the back, and there's always a cholo in the fucking classroom, right? Or if you went to Salinas High, there's fucking everybody's a cholo in there. So,
but remember, there was only cholos there till sophomore year. After sophomore year, they stopped going to school.
exactly. So this dude was in the back of the room with us, and he ends up, or he's already back there. I'm sorry, and then our group gets sent to that corner to work on our project, and this dude ends up fucking pulls out a Sharpie, and he's like, "Hey, hit up on the desk, right?" And we're like, "Man, we're trying to fucking do our work, right? Still trying to get a C at least, right?" So the homie's like, "Fuck it, give me the marker, right? Like just to shut him up, pretty much, right?" And then he goes, "Did he go? Yeah, he went first. Yeah, he went first. So so this fool wrote the annoying guy in the classroom. His name was Robert. Don't cut this out. You can just leave it.
All right.
So his name was Robert. And this guy, my buddy, he writes on the desk, "I, Robert, swallow," right? so then they hand me the shirt.
He tagged it?
Yeah. No. It's regular letters, right? So then he gives me the marker. And then I'm like, "Fuck, what do I write?"
Before you finish. Who drew the dick?
I think that was, I can't remember, but there definitely was a dick on there, man. You know, there always is.
Anytime someone was fucking hitting up a desk, there was always a dick drawn.
Yeah, always a dick with the balls. Yeah, every time, bro. Every time. And
the worst part about drawing the dick is honestly, it always confused everyone because that person drew their own dick and no one has the same dick. So everyone was like, "What the fuck is that? That's not a dick."
Yeah. You're like, "Yeah, it is."
You're like, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh, man.
Like you guys all agreed and laughed, but then later on you're like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, like, damn, that dude's dick looks like that shit. He might want to go get that checked out. No, so they had me the Sharpie, right? And I didn't know how to fucking hit up or anything, so I write Robert Rules, right?
Yeah.
Robert Rules. Just to kind of make the whole fucking desk look even more confusing, right?
Yeah.
That was so long story short, we get in trouble, he gets in trouble, Robert does. Yeah. And then he goes, "Yeah, that group was sitting back there," because they blame Robert for fucking writing on the desk, right? So they sent him over there.
Why would they write Robert Rules?
Okay. So here we go. So we go into the fucking dean's office, and he goes, "Robert," he's like, "we know you did this and that, right? It says Robert Rules." And he's like, "But why would I write that I swallow?" And I kid you not, the dean with the most serious face goes, "Maybe you do." Fuck, bro. We didn't want to laugh. Because we didn't want to look guilty. But
fuck, and then the dean took his lunch money right after that.
Yeah,
you guys had a bully ass dean.
No, it's just that this guy Robert was so annoying, dog. Like he was so annoying. The teacher didn't like him. The students didn't like him. The dean the dean just asked you, or just kind of said that you do swallow, or maybe you do swallow. Like he kind of implied it, So, man. And again, just this is a longer story than expected, but pretty much one of the dudes Cholo dude who started the whole thing, who drew his crew up there, we see him the next day, and
he's like, "You better not have snitched on me."
No. We tell him, we're like, "Hey, Mr. Size class? Yeah, just don't go back there." All right, cool. He never went back to the classroom.
Ever?
Yeah, ever. So we didn't get in trouble because we all said it wasn't us, and then they had to question him. So
he never showed up.
He never showed up again. We pretty much
so they kind of just said it was him.
Yeah, exactly. And then fucking just last week I saw him asking for change at the fucking train station, bro.
Dude, I remember I had something similar to that. So when I used to work at Sears in Salinas, I was quitting, like I was moving to LA.
Yeah.
And at the time I had a broken arm. And so, when you're quitting, you don't give a fuck. Like you're just doing whatever. You're doing stupid shit. So I was just trying to make my friend laugh, and I was just doing shit to make him laugh. And he's fucking like dropping shit. I spilled coffee on the keyboard, and we're laughing. And so,
hey, those keyboards took a beating from everybody, bro.
Everyone fucked those things up. So what happened was, in the lawn and garden section, there was an office and there was a computer. There was the inventory computer, which is like one of those old Apple green ones. Remember those?
Yeah.
It was that computer. Then there was a regular computer, and there was a big filing desk right next to it. And then all the lawn and garden inventory was right behind that. And so we're chilling there, me and my friend, and I start laughing. I grab a fucking red Sharpie because I live in Salinas, and there was this dude that we fucking knew. He was like a cholo, and we used to call him Gums because fucking he'd always like smile, and he had these black ass gums.
Damn.
And so every time he smiled, he always would show them up like, "Oh fuck, Gums is going crazy today. Like, stay away from Gums. He's gonna stab somebody."
Damn.
So we're there, and I wrote a big ass fucking gang sign with a red Sharpie on the fucking filing desk.
On the filing desk?
On the filing desk, like fucking big. Like no joke, like a foot tall, like huge. Like it was like you couldn't notice it. And then fucking so I think that was my last day, and I quit and I left. And then my friend told me later, he goes, "Yo, dude," he goes, "fucking Gums got in trouble." Like, why? They said Gums was tagging gang signs in the fucking inventory. And I go, what?
You're a dick.
Why would
bro.
I tag gang signs? And they're like, because you're the only gangster in the store.
And then at that point, he's got no comeback to that shit.
And then I guess the fucking keyboard short circuited. My friend was like, "Fuck, man, that keyboard's fucked up." Every time someone tries to log on there, it just keeps typing K.
Dog, those keyboards were fucked up. I remember using the 2-sided tape and taping the phone.
Yeah,
I want to say that was our phone in my department, and then in your department, do you remember that you guys had the only printer for everybody?
Yeah. We had that one printer that was with the fax machine.
With the fax machine, exactly.
Yeah.
So I thought it was funny because I had never fucking been around 2-sided tape in my life, apparently. So I was I was using that shit on everything, right? And I did it on the phone, and then I did it on the copy machine so they couldn't open the fucking thing. And everybody was pissed off because they couldn't use it.
Because they couldn't copy and they didn't know what to do. And I think it was fucked up after when you copied something, there's a big ass tape mark.
Yes. So I fucked it up for everybody. And then to top it off, somebody was waiting for their appointment to call, and then they couldn't answer the fucking phone because it was stuck to the thing. So they were pissed, bro. Like, I was like, dog, that was one of the times that I felt bad for doing stupid shit where it's like it affected so many people.
But you're quiet about it. You're like, I ain't fucking.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
my friend told me about like the right thing to do in my head was to call up, be like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, I fucking did that Gums." But I was like, "Fuck that, I'm fucking done with that story."
Yeah. No, you know what? The only thing I did was like, man, I can't believe you motherfuckers started fucking with this printer that we all got to use, and I tried to scrape it off, but it didn't work.
And then whoever was there, you're like, "You're fucked up because you let me do that."
Exactly.
You start blaming it on the other. Oh man, yeah, dude, that's fucking hilarious. They and it goes back to my chancla of the week. So my chancla of the week going out to Bailey, the fucking lion mascot for the LA Kings.
What did this guy do?
My chancla
man?
of the week. So Bailey is fucking getting sued for fucking sexual harassment.
No.
Yes, yeah. Like it's a case. But dude, the word, like when you read the case, like, dude, some of the things are fucking funny and it's fucked up, the situation, but you read it and you giggle because it's a workplace. So like they don't say the lady that's suing him, but it's a girl, alias Jane Doe.
At his workplace?
For the LA Kings.
No, I'm saying, so she was there. So that means this fucker was
she was
wearing
an
the
employee.
outfit. So he was wearing the outfit.
Yeah, he was wearing, dude, king of the jungle, fucking sexual harassing, wilding out.
This motherfucker took it to another level, man.
He did. So I guess what happened was Bailey was fucking, I guess, a wild ass, because I guess the mascot is technically the manager of all the ice crew.
No.
Yeah, so he has his own team. and for some of the ice crew. And so what happened was, I guess she worked under him.
Cause I thought it would be like a shitty, you know, like you would get like the whatever guy to be like, hey, the new guy, you know, hey, put on the fucking line.
Nah, Bailey, to be Bailey, you got to put in work.
Oh shit!
It's
Okay,
a promotion.
Okay. So you stabbed some people and shit in the outside Staples Center.
You got someone fired. You wrote gang signs to let them go down. You got promoted.
Gums was next in line to where the line.
Gums was next in line and he got taken out. Bailey fucking made sure. Dude, Gum just gets in trouble at every job he goes to.
and they keep saying it's because he's a gangster.
Someone for whatever reason keeps writing gang signs and he gets fucking.
Imagine, bro. Fuck.
Yo, so fucking Bailey, I guess, is fucking wilding out at work, and he's just, I guess, one of those dudes that just says inappropriate shit and just
he's
just
dude,
one of those.
Come on,
I know,
man.
I get it. I could at my old job, Sears, dude, I could have been fired a million times for the fucking harassment that I gave.
Yeah, you used to say some wild shit, bro.
Yeah, and fucking like that's just the workplaces. I get it. But so what happened was, so Bailey, I guess he was went crazy saying shit about her tits and her fucking ass, and they described as her breast and her buttocks was in the report.
I love that. I love that, bro. I love when her breast and her buttocks.
They're making me all horny reading it. I'm like, oh yeah.
You're like, so what did she do?
What'd she do? No, so I guess she complained about him to the front office. And they told Bailey.
That's some bullshit.
And they told Bailey. And Bailey got all pissed. Bailey got all pissed off and fired.
Hey, and they brought him in, and this fucker was still wearing the suit.
They're sitting them down, and they're like, "You can't be doing that." Bailey just a close up of the fucking.
Hey, this fucker's still in character, so he's not talking. He's just making gestures and shit.
He's
when
just
they're trying to
go
accuse
team,
him,
go chant thing.
Yeah. They're trying to accuse him. He's just shaking his head like.
Yeah, he's like, no, he fucking
being all animated.
He shoots a fucking t-shirt gun, all pissed off.
Exactly.
No, so
dude, so this fucker fired her.
So this fucker fired her, and so she started. So my guess, they didn't say that she sued at the time, but my guess is she fucking pursued legal action. And the Kings fucking came back and said, no, come back. Like, we've talked to him. He's been reformed. Like, don't worry about it. It won't.
So they had that fucker's back like that.
Yeah, and they're just like, dude, it's all good. I guess the only thing I could think of is Bailey's been there for a long time.
Yeah,
like you don't do that to someone who's just new.
Yeah, hell no. He's either that or he's like the nephew of somebody. You know, he's like the fuck up nephew who's somebody,
the cousin, like a close cousin, maybe.
Yeah, he's like, come on, man, you own the Kings, give me a job. Like, all right, fucker. Can you fit in the fucking line? Can you fit in the line? Can you
roar for me right now, one time?
Yeah, he's never gonna roar, but they just want him to do it.
Yeah, they make a.
They're like walk around on all fours, like if you were a lion, but you're a king.
They made him take a picture of them holding up over a rock, and they put red on his forehead.
They're like, all right, hold your baby like the Lion King over this rock. Fuck.
Kill your uncle right now.
Exactly. His uncle's he's asleep and he just puts a pillow over his face. Uncle Scar.
He's all long live the king. Yo, so Bailey, so they say Bailey's gonna be good. Just come back. It's all good. She agrees to come back.
Come on though, that's some bullshit too. You know, like
she agrees to come back. I guess everything
no way.
I guess everything was fine for a couple weeks, but then Bailey's king of the jungle. He's a lion. You have to understand the type of animal you're dealing with.
Exactly.
So Bailey goes back to his old ways, but I guess he went 10 times worse. And he started getting worse. And the final straw was, I guess they were in the locker room, and in the locker room, he put his pelvis in her face and started thrusting back and forth. And she screamed and ran out of the building and quit then and there.
But I can't take him serious. You know what I mean? Like I'm picturing I'm at Chuck E. Cheese and the Chuck E. Cheese rat is doing that. You know what I mean? Like
Yo,
I couldn't take him serious. Like,
yo,
dude,
he's in imagine he's in costume. He fucking Duffmaned her, dude.
exactly. Oh man, which you know how they have. I just found this out. There's some people that are into that shit. What if this dude's into that shit? Into the
You mean he's into thrusting, or he's a Furby, like where he fucks in those?
Yeah, the Furby. There you go.
Yeah,
That shit. Yeah. What if he was a Furby and that's his ultimate job, bro? Like, you know,
he's just jerking off
the
whole time. Everyone who goes in, they're like, "Why is this smoot smells like this?"
Exactly.
It's
they
all
gotta, they gotta fucking they gotta change out the.
Bailey's just harassing her by drawing dicks on the fucking chalkboard, and she's getting all fucking mad. So dude, honestly, this was the toughest chancla of the week for me because it was borderline Chente of the week because I just was laughing hysterically reading that.
Yeah, I mean, and it sucks because it's sexual harassment and nobody should have to go through that at
Nobody
work.
go through that, but it's kind of funny.
It's kind of funny, bro.
when he was thrusting in her face, like, was he going ooh? Ooh,
yeah,
ooh.
Like you said, he's doing the chant. He just tried to play it off that way. He was going, "Go Kings, go!"
Dude, how many times has the girl had her back to you and in front of your friends? You're all dry humping her, like doing fucking.
Yeah, man. Nah, that's fucking funny, bro. Like I can't believe. I can't believe that.
He gets my like chancla. He gets my chancla of the week, but when he gets hit, he starts laughing, like stop, and he's laughing as he's doing
it. No, but think about it, bro. Like you hit that fucker with the chancla, it's not gonna hurt him.
He's not gonna learn. He's just gonna go somewhere else and fucking thrust in front of someone else.
And then imagine the conversation they had with him after, like, dude, we already told you. You couldn't talk to Stacy that way, and you fucking start thrusting in front of her, and he just does his hands. He just does his hands like whatever.
He doesn't talk in the mascot, like
he doesn't.
Like, hey, what do you want me to do? King of the jungle. It's what I'm used to.
Exactly.
You think Simba ever took no for an answer? Simba's thrusting everywhere.
Exactly. That's how he got his kingdom back. Fuck, bro.
Oh,
that's fucking funny, man.
Oh man, I told you that's my fucking chancla, but it's a well-deserved chancla borderline. It's one of the times the chancla was a good one. But
you know what though? But and I'm gonna give the code chancla to the girl who's suing, because why the fuck did she come back, man? Like,
yeah, that's like,
But
you know what?
It's like if Gums got fired, right? Well, he did get fired because of you. So Gums gets fired, and then they're like, you know what? We found out it was Ryan. Come back, and then you're working at that store again. Gums comes back, and then you do it again. This time you fucking put Gums' name on there.
Yeah, tag his fucking cholo name. What if his cholo name was Gums?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
So she gets a partial chancla. That's fucking great. That's our show for this week. Thank you guys very much for listening, guys. Once again, follow us on all our social media platforms. Email us questions, comments, shout outs. That's chanclapod@gmail.com. It's in the details or the description, so it shouldn't be that hard to find. Chanclapod@gmail.com. Go ahead.
Just click on it, fuckers.
Click on that, fuckers. Fucking send us something. Even if fucking whether you tell us about your fucking hip thrusting story or when you got someone fired at work. Like I said,
we'll read the story, and if you want to be anonymous, just put anonymous.
We'll bleep your name out, or we'll make it Hector. Everyone's gonna be a Hector.
Everyone's gonna be a Hector. All the kids are gonna be Jadens.
Kids are Jadens.
Guys are Hectors. Dudes are Hectors. What are the girls?
I'm thinking Sandra maybe.
Sandra could be.
No, Vettel.
Vettel. Oh yeah, Vettel's good.
They're definitely gonna be a Vettel.
Yeah. Make sure you guys write to us for your stories.
Send us your stories. Subscribe to us on YouTube, Chancla Chronicles Podcast, as well as go to our Twitter and our Instagram account. The handle is Chancla C Podcast. You could type it all in, or just it's easy, Chancla C Podcast. Also our Facebook fan page. Like it, subscribe. You'll get all our information and our news. Other than that, Julio, where can they find you?
They're going to be able to find me on Twitter and on Instagram under Mr. Chancla 323.
There you go, Mr. Chancla 323. You can find me individually on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Ryan Hernan or RyanHComedy.com. Other than that, guys, thank you very much. We want your input. We want to hear from you guys. Like all our stuff, subscribe, send us emails. Other than that, we'll see you guys next week. Talk to you later. Peace.
Peace.